Hello, hello, my little freaks. What the fuck is up, bitches? Damn, I'm coming at the chat kind of aggressively today. Am I all right? Chat, am I okay? I'm clearly not in a well enough state to determine that myself. I need y'all to tell me if I'm okay. Welcome on in, every pony. Sakura, congratulations for getting first, and welcome to the channel. You seem lovely already, so I hope you enjoy your stay. And hello also to Kure and Cinco and Scrambled Egg. Beautiful to see you all today. So I ran a poll because I couldn't decide what to stream tonight. I was torn between Castlevania 3, Dead Cells, and Tetris Grandmaster 4. It was tied between Castlevania and Tetris. So I decided let's just do both. Both seems good. So we're doing both. We're gonna start with Castlevania 3 because most of the channel regulars that participated in the poll voted for Castlevania 3. So we will do that first. And then to end the night off, we're gonna do a bit of grinding in various modes. Modes in Tetris the Grandmaster 4. Hi, Looney. I already miss her. Ugh. It's okay. It's okay. I survived. They put me back together. All the little giblets and pieces, they all scooped it up and they shook the bottle around and I'm fine again. Yes. I did the Tetris Grandmaster 1 stream a little while back. Had a lot of fun with that, and I've kind of been on a bit of a Tetris kick ever since then. So we're gonna be playing some TGM4. Very excited for that. Big world, like, current events news that happened within the past 10 days since I last streamed. Fucking people, four guys went to the moon. Four motherfuckers went to the moon and came back in the time it took me to do another fucking stream, which, first of all, is extremely cool. Second, really says something about about me. I think that I haven't been able to stream in the entire duration of the Artemis 2 mission. I missed my chance to raid into NASA. Are you kidding me? Ugh. I'm very sad. I'm very sad about this. It's all cool. The Artemis mission, getting to watch it live was such a treat. Congratulations to all 4 of the astronauts, everyone currently working at NASA, and everyone who isn't working at NASA anymore, who still managed to contribute to the project in some form or another. What a fucking magical experience to be alive for. And I cannot wait to see every subsequent Artemis mission from here on out. That shit was extremely cool. Chat, have you seen the photos? I have been looking at the photos basically non-stop. I gotta, like, pull up a couple of my favorites. I'm going on to the nasa.gov website. Show me Artemis. Artemis 2. Show me the photos. I need to grab a couple of these. The colored images of the moon. I'm not sure where those came from. I know the ones you're referring to. I've seen them online as well. I don't know where they're from. I'm the only photos I'm accepting as like genuine are the ones from nasa.gov. Because there have been, unfortunately, a few fraudsters on Twitter and Blue Sky posting fake photos of the moon and passing them off as Artemis 2, which is unfortunate to say the least, because the actual photos are still extremely cool. Some of my favorite photographs, I think, ever. Maybe. Like, oh my god, you guys. I'm trying to find the one of Christina Koch looking out the window. That one's my favorite fucking one. Where is it? NASA's website doesn't work very well. Well, anyways, I seem to be having some trouble getting all the photos that I was looking for, but please do go on to NASA's website and look at the photos yourself. Like, they have inspired so much hope for humanity in me. A lot of people have been okay, not a lot of people. I saw one person saying, like, it feels kind of nationalist to be excited about Artemis 2, and I completely fucking disagree. I feel no pride in my status as a US citizen. I feel pride in my status as a human being. Like, if you were there watching the live stream, you would see, hold on, I spit on my monitor a little bit. Say it, don't spray it, Noel. You would see, just the sheer fucking diversity amongst the Artemis 2 team in mission control at NASA. Like, so many young, diverse people of all walks of life just doing their job in absolute awe at the things that they are accomplishing, and that could not be more of a middle finger to, like, the white supremacist nationalist, like, movement that is kind of sweeping the nation right now. It's not the same. It is clearly not the same. I think we need to actually put more money into NASA. Give NASA more money so that they can do more cool shit like this. Anyways, that's my little nerd ramble done. I've just been very excited by the fact that we are sending human beings to the moon again. Yeah, take money out of our military, put it into shooting people into space. And that's bringing them back home. But it starts by shooting them into space in a fucking machine. You know what I mean? It's really cool. It's really fantastic. Defund the military, defund the police. more space forever. That's my big political statement of the day. And I should hope that is not a very controversial one, at least not amongst my audience. Anywho, I want to play Castlevania. Do you guys want to play some fucking Castlevania? I want to play some Castlevania. So, this is in preparation for the upcoming Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Tonight we are playing Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, which is the first in what appears to be the Curse trilogy now. Starting with Dracula's Curse, then Curse of Darkness, and now ending with Belmont's Curse. It's very curious. It's very curious. And so I think we need some context. We need to go back. We need to go back to the first in the trilogy, that being Castlevania 3. Which is a sentence that said without context makes very little sense, but in the context of what I just said, it makes beautiful sense. I love Castlevania 3. I have not played it a whole bunch compared to a lot of the other ones. Do we know that Belmont's Curse is after Curse of Darkness? Yes, we do. Yes, we do, in fact, know this. I'll double check specific dates. Curse of Darkness, Castlevania. Okay, yes. Okay, so hold on. Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse takes place in 1476. Alright. Castlevania Curse of Darkness takes place in 1479. And Belmont's Curse takes place in 1499. So yes, we have 3 games that kind of take place within kind of a small window of time. At least relative to, like, Castlevania shit. Trevor went emo in only 3 years of time. Yes, he did. Oh, fuck me. I want to do a little something. Is there not a transcript? There might not be a transcript. We're playing the Japanese version of Castlevania 3 today, which means I'm not going to be able to read the text on screen, which is not as huge a deal for Castlevania 3, but I would still like to get the story beats to you guys. So I'll do my best to recollect the events of the game during the title crawl. Yes, we will be seeing Ralph today. That'll be interesting. Actually, thank you for reminding me of that. I keep forgetting that poor Trevor used to be named Ralph. They really did just pick an English guy's name. Ralph. It is funny how, like, Trevor and Ralph are both reasonably common English names, but Ralph just sounds so much goofier. It's just such a funny, like combination of syllables, like Trevor. You end with like a you know, there's something triumphant about it. But Ralph, I think of Alf. I think of that fucking weird space Muppet. That's who I think of. Oh yes, they do still call him Ralph in Japan. That is 100% correct. Yes. 100% correct, yes. Anyways, I have yapped long enough about this. To give context, one last bit of context before we fully start the game. Castlevania Timeline is a narrative that spans quite literally over 1,000 years. Castlevania 3 takes place damn near the beginning of that timeline. It is chronologically the second game in the series. We will learn more about that in just a second here. I'm gonna pause our awesome music, swap over to our brand new overlay, and I know there's a big pause thing here. All right, let's do a power cycle. How's their volume? Volume seems a little quiet. Here we go. It is the 15th century, and an evil man named Dracula has chosen to lay waste to the lands of Transylvania. He conjured evil spirits and used them to summon demons. None could stand against Dracula's armies, but the church still had hope. After exhausting all of their own options, they found a young man named Trevor Belmont, a vampire hunter of a clan once feared for their strength and power, exiled for that, in fact. The Pope personally called for Ralph C. Belmont to come deal with this shit, and he said okay. And so now the disgraced vampire hunter must set out on his journey to defeat Dracula for the first time. Will he succeed? Who the hell knows? No, that was off the dome. I did not pull up a transcript. That was off the dome. That is more or less what the title crawl says. Not all of that is accurate anymore. The series has retconned a few small details, but that's still more or less correct. Let's play the game. I should mention, oh, actually that does feel a bit loud. Hold on. Let's do that. I should mention that I am playing a bit of a ROM hack today. This is called Castlevania 3 Redux. Let me grab the link to it real quick. Isn't this so good? I love the Dracula laughing in the background every so often. Okay, this is the ROM hack I am playing today. It is called Castlevania 3 Redux. It changes a few things. Here are the main things it changes. Faster character swapping, faster door animations, various bug fixes, various slowdown fixes, the removal of a few very problematic rooms in the Alucard route, rebalanced characters and sub-weapons, Curse of the Moon sub-weapon lanterns, meaning the candles that contain the sub-weapons, different spray. I am drunk in channel surfing, but your voice is annoying in a very distinct way that I like. That's very weird. That's very weird. Okay, though. Welcome on. What the fuck? I don't think I've ever gotten worse mixed messages from a fucking chat member ever. Holy shit. Welcome, Huey Lewis and the what? We may never know. Anyways, what the fuck was I talking about? Castlevania 3? Yeah, that's what we're playing. I got a ROM hack. There's the link up top. We are playing as our boy Ralph, so are my buttons swapped? What the fuck? There we go. Ralph! Ralph. There's our boy. They could never make me hate this game. The soundtrack is too good. The swag is too different. It's just so good. Oh, Cinco, could you put up a poll, so that chat can decide whether we are doing the Cypher route or the Alucard route, please? Give it like a 5-minute window. Is this a Castlevania with the "What is a man" speech? No, you are thinking of Symphony of the Night. This game does have, not the guy that says that, but the star of that game in here as a playable character. So, I suppose not entirely off the mark. All the games are related in some form. So this is the one without sexy Dracula. I think you could, yeah, I think that's accurate. I would say this is firmly before they made Dracula sexy, for sure. He's still here. Like, he's still the same guy, but this is pre-glow up, for sure. I can't believe I just did that. Are we voting on all three friends? There's only 2 routes, so Cypher route or Alucard route. I will be getting Grant regardless. Do you think these skeletons are throwing their bones or someone else's? I'm thinking about this. Because, like, their bones, they're not, like, running out of bones. They have what seems to be an infinite supply. I'm gonna say they've got a bag of bones. This is a thing I've never thought about before, and I'm thinking about for the first time. They absolutely have got a bag of bones in there. That zombie fell off the earth. Rest in peace again to that guy. He already died once, and now he gets to die again. This is also the Japanese version of Castlevania 3 weirdly replaces the flea men with these little gremlin guys. Like, who the hell is this? I like him too, don't get me wrong. I do miss Mr. Fleaman though. They are, they're so cute-sing. I won't disagree, it is pretty cute. but I miss my boy. I miss Flea Man. I do not want that knife. Thank you very much. Here we go. First boss of many. Holy shit, holy water melts the fuck out of that guy. Wow. The Japanese have this caricature of a thief that wears a sort of bonnet tied around their nose rather than their chin, and I'm pretty sure that's what that is. You know, I've never really closely examined the sprite. That could be true. I frankly do not know what mythology they were pulling from when designing that creature. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I've seen the artwork from the manual. I think it is just like a freaking beast. Just a creature? Yeah. I do not believe it is a humanoid character of any sort. I mean, like, what you are describing does absolutely sound like something Konami would pull from to design a creature. Just don't think they did this time. You gotta check the walls. If this game taught me anything, it taught me you gotta check the fucking walls. There's something in there. Try it now in your house. There's something in there. Bunch of cables. Wait, it could be a tasty snack. It could be a heart. What in the holy fuck? Huey Lewis, thank you so much for the gift subs. Wow. It's very generous of you, as someone who found my voice annoying. Thank you so much. If you just received a gift sub, please say thank you. I said it was annoying in a good way. I still think that's weird. I still don't know how to feel about that, but thank you regardless. It's still very kind of you. By the way, I want to say real quick, this is one of my favorite levels in the game, and it is completely optional. It is not required for either route. Ow. And you know what? That's a crime. This level is so fucking good. It's got one of the best songs in the soundtrack. Your favorite level in the game is just a Mega Man level. That's true. You can absolutely see the the Metal Man influence for sure. Maybe that has something to do with it. I do fuck with Metal Man heavy. I like that guy. So this is one of the rooms that was made significantly harder by the Oh, we're doing Alucard route. Okay. Fantastic. That's actually great, because it means we get to investigate the changes made by the ROM hack a bit more thoroughly. And it's cool because I don't usually play the Alucard route. I almost always go Cypher route. So this should be fun. Okay, I need a sub-weapon. An axe is what I will take. Did I miss the item in here? Did it despawn? It must have. Anyways, I was saying these vertical rooms with the Medusa heads have been made harder by this ROM hack because there's no more slowdown. The slowdown actually gives you a second to like kind of think. Oh. I think a lot of video games were more fun before you could just Google the answers. That as a sentiment by itself, I do very much agree with. I'm going to take a second to read the rest of that message now. My brothers and I would play Mega Man Game Boy games and just get absolutely lost and have to grit your teeth and get through it by holding B to do the little power shot, not knowing that if we had just talked to a different guy, we would have gotten something super strong. Yeah, no, the whole process of playing retro games is honestly really cool. It's a bit of a lost art. There definitely were games that had ways of working through them, but it was through like discussing it with your friends or buying a Nintendo Power magazine. You absolutely could not go on Game Facts for a while. Okay, who the hell is this? This is our first important character here. Hell yes. Hell yes. Okay, hold on. Something very important is about to happen. Pay very close attention. Holy shit. This is in Japanese, but this roughly says, I'm alive. That bastard Dracula transformed me into that hideous thing. He killed my family. I must take revenge. Please, take me with you. I don't know if that's exactly what it said, but something like that. We're gonna say, abso-fucking-lutely to that. And now he says, hell yeah, you won't be disappointed. I can jump around and shit. This is a Grant, and do hear me when I say his last name. Dynasty. Not Dynasty. Dynasty. This is him. Chat has once called him the Grungler. Oh. If you had said no, does he stay there while the room caves in? I think it's implied that he finds another way to escape on his own. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. So Grant is... Ah! Grant is a noble thief. Once imprisoned for his crimes, now in the fight against Dracula, seeking revenge for what they did to his family. He can jump pretty damn well. He's got a throwing knife. He's pretty good. And noteworthy because despite being one of the main playable characters in this game, he has barely showed up in any subsequent Castlevania media, and that is a fucking crime. If you call him the Grungler, it makes him kind of hot. Okay. I can keep calling him the Grungler if you want. I am totally down for that. Oh, There we go. So yeah, fucking very curious that Grant has not gotten the recognition that he truly deserves. Basically every other character has been doing... been living a fucking lavish life of riches and recognition. Sypha's got a lot of shit. Alucard's got a whole fuck ton of shit. The poor Grungler has been left behind. I think the only time he is referenced in a future piece of Castlevania media is in Symphony of the Night as one of the... What? My controller just unplugged? Hold on. Pause the game. Why are you doing this to me? Is your battery fucking up? Let me see what I can do about this. 1 second here. So put you here, put you there, plug you in. We're back. What is Ralph doing right now? He's hanging tight. I think Grant has shrunk him down and put him in his pocket for later.
Why Grant always squatting like he need to take a sheet? He truly is dynasty.
Here. I can't argue with that. Bro, it's okay. Use the bathroom. It's acceptable. Okay, how do I like avoid this man? There we go. Ah! There we go. What is your model meant to be? Because it reminds me of like a salamander or a lizard, and I kind of want to eat it! That's so fucking funny. I am I am a lizard, in fact. Oh my god, that's funny. He's squatting because he's carrying the weight of being the best Castlevania character. That is a truth nuke. 100%. Konami couldn't even handle putting him in another game because the games would fly off the shelves too fast. There would be no copies left for anybody else. Can anyone else move like him, like climbing walls? Hell no, that's Grant's thing. Grant is gonna say goodbye for now while we play as Trevor for a bit though, because this level is a Trevor level for sure. This song is so good. Yeah, it goes without saying that this game has one of the fucking greatest soundtracks of all time. On the NES and just in general. We do not care for owls in this universe. I'm not exactly sure how these owls got hired by Dracula, but more power to them, I suppose. That is definitely just a creature. I'm not seeing the guy with the handkerchief on his nose, as you were suggesting. Hold on. When I said I wanted to eat whatever your model was, you have to tell... I have to tell you the kind of lizard? I'm not eating those ones that bring out the frills from holes. I'd probably eat a blue tongue skink. Well, I guess it's your lucky day. I am, in fact, a Gidgy skink, which is closely related to the blue tongue fellas that you just mentioned. Huey Lewis eating good tonight. That's so fucking funny. Huey, you have bewildered me tonight. I truly do not know what to make of you. You are an enigma, and for that I give you my thanks. Meat in the walls! Chat, check your walls. There's meat in there, I promise. Okay. We said Alucard route, right? Alucard route? Let's go say hi to Alucard. Not yet, but soon. Whoa, that's a frog. Holy shit. Oh my god, get me out. What are you? Knife? Don't care. Dracula's secretly a frog breeder. Oh, good lord. They can jump. They can really jump. There we go. What are you? Axe? Actually, I will take axe. Goodbye forever to all the enemies who ever lived. I need a sip of water. I know the title says my fingers hurt. And that was more so a reference to the fact that we will be playing some fucking crazy Tetris later. Fucking, my stomach is killing me today too. I don't know what's going on. I've been really trying to like not have fucked up stomach moments. I've been really watching what I'm eating. Fart stream! Wow! No, not quite. not quite. Oh my god. I really thought I didn't fucking make that jump. Oh my god. Ow. The bats are plentiful. The bats are so fucking plentiful. There we go. Toads Unforcheese IVST. Bat should have a 0.01% chance to be Dracula scouting you out and spawning him as a boss. Actually, that's a very fun idea. I gotta dig that. Ooh. The mysterious melty cave is where we are now. Every castle's gotta have one. What a fucking insane piece of music to be on the NES. It's too good. It's too good. It's too goated for its own good. I do not fucking want that. How dare you suggest I even think about picking that up? The notification didn't go through, but thank you. There it is. Thank you for the sub, Huey. I appreciate that. Enjoy those emotes. You do not get toilet cam, though. Just because you said it does not mean it's true. I think I'm gonna stay on this upper path here. It seems a bit safer, maybe. A little less treacherous. There are flaming men up here. Flaming boys. Ow! Oh my god! I was actually under the impression that those spikes insta-killed you. Is that a... What the fuck? I can't believe I'm alive right now. I feel like I don't deserve this. Yeah, I have to agree with Cinco. Toilet cam is not my favorite bet. Oh, Snowy's here. Hi, Snowy. Okay, chat. Are you fucking ready? Are you ready to see our boy? Our boy of the evening? Oh my god, there he is. Ow, 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 ow. I might die. Oh, he killed me. He has a big head, this guy. He needs a big head. That's our only target. Is his big head. Oh my god. That spike is mean. It is mean to me. Hello from early access Valve Land. Is that deadlock I'm perhaps smelling right now? And there I go into the pit. I think the biggest failure of adapting Castlevania to the big screen was not making Dracula hot enough. Not hot enough? I don't know what to tell you, Huey. I think he was pretty fucking hot. We got there. We got there. Locking in just a tiny bit. We're on our last life. I don't want to squander it. Oh, okay, hold on. Be careful, everybody, be careful. Fireballs do in fact hurt. That's the strategy. Right as he spawns, you hit his head, and then you can whip the fireballs as well. That's how you do it. I'm learning. Wait, why did Huey's messages get deleted? hold on, Cinco, DM me. I wanna talk about that one. What got deleted? I don't know. I'm figuring it out. Let's read Alucard's dialogue real quick. Alucard is basically saying he's fucking pissed at his dad, and he had to make sure that we were strong enough to face him. And now he's asking if he can join along in the fight. We are going to say yes, but like, give me one quick second. One quick second. Okay. Everything's sorted. I understand what happened now. I understand. What are we doing? We're fucking accepting Alucard into our party immediately. It's all good, Huey. Cinco was trying to delete the toilet message. And accidentally purged all of the messages instead. So you're okay. You're all right. Oh yeah, Grant's going away now. Say goodbye to Grant. He says he is reached the end of his journey, and he'll be returning home to help rebuild. I can still find Dracula super hot and kind of good for absolutely, yes. So here is Alucard. He's looking a bit more Bela Lugosi in this installment, and honestly, that's okay. We love that for him. He shoots fireballs. He's big and tall. I didn't know Alucard existed before Symphony. Yeah, here he is. This is his debut appearance, in fact. So this is where the kind of lore of Alucard kind of starts, and the lore of Symphony of the Night kind of starts. Symphony of the Night kind of retcons this game's story somewhat by clarifying that Dracula was motivated to wreak havoc on mankind after a group of inquisitors murdered his wife, who is also Alucard's mother. Alucard, despite being filled with grief at the loss of his own mother, is appalled at his dad's choice to take it out on all the rest of humanity, and so he joins forces with Trevor, aka Ralph. Kind of a Chad move to name your kid Inverse Yourself. That was his own choice, actually. That's Alucard's decision. His government birth name is Adrian Fahrenheit Tepes. Not sure why they named bro after a temperature, but you know what? Works for me. We're gonna go down this way, because this is the level that has Aquarius, and Aquarius is a goated song in this OST. Here's another thing Alucard can do. bro can in fact fly. It's very useful, very nice. Goodbye, forever. I understand why he went with the new one. Chad decision. Yeah, I have to agree. Adrian's cute. Alucard is fucking badass. And it holds some symbolic meaning as well, because he stands against everything his father stands for. Thus, his name is the inverse of Dracula. A bit on the nose, but I dig it. I understand. Okay, this guy sucks. That's why I named this myself the opposite of my dad. I am dad, the opposite of dad. Wow, this guy really does not die. Holy fuck. This level is so fucking badass. Holy shit. I kind of can't believe I usually skip this one. It's a good fucking level. Can we run this one back? Hold on, there's gotta be a better way. Let's fly under him. There we go. Yeah! Work smarter, not harder, everybody. Holy shit. And the same deal here. Oh, and there's another one. We're gonna do the same damn thing. I think people just genuinely ignore how awesome a zombie vampire demon killing whip would be. I have not used a whip. They do seem kind of freaking cool. There's that guy Jacques the Whipper on YouTube Shorts and TikTok. I like that guy. There's also Instructor Bensei, who does not use a whip, but he uses meteor hammers, which is related. At a similar level of badass, in my opinion. We are getting some slowdown on this boss, it seems. Oh shit! The world is coming apart. Holy fucking shit. Oh, this music. Hold on, we gotta go fucking fast. Look at that. I'm speed running this game. Cool. The breaking floors are kind of scary. Okay, dude should be coming back any second now. There he is. Let's finish him off. Ugh. just one of the coolest moments in NES gaming. Fucking doing a boss fight, getting interrupted midway for the fucking water to start rising, having to do a whole platforming section, and then finishing the same boss fight. It's just so fucking cool. All right, we're infiltrating the castle now. We're gonna do a little bit of Ralph action here. I think that's warranted. I mean, Alucard time. That is what it is. Just so we can get through this a teensy bit faster. There we go. Whoa, those break way fast. Oh my. We can skip over this basically right away, I think. Nice. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Hope that wasn't too annoying for you. There's a slime. There is a slime. Beware of slime. Yeah, this is one of those levels that's kind of a pain in the ass to play in vanilla Castlevania 3. Just the screens of pure waiting for shit to happen. We're fighting this guy again. Ow, 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 ow. Whoa, holy shit. Oh my god, get me out. Ah! Fuck! God damn it. Let's continue. Gonna play the whole damn thing again. I'll take that. That seems nice. Oh my god, ow. Wait! No, I regret allowing that message. Delete. Apologies, Huey. I'm generally kink positive, but I prefer to keep that kind of talk, not on stream. I'm stuck. There we go, just run. I'm out of flight, so this is gonna be, a bit of a tricky situation. Ah! There we go. Oh, I only have one flame? I gotta get an upgrade. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Boo, 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 boo. That'll work. I'm hoping one day for a faithful adaptation of Castlevania, but it needs to be made by people that actually played the games. Here are my thoughts on Netflixvania. I actually think the first 2 seasons of the first series, very good. I basically have no problems with them, and they are in fact extremely faithful to the series in basically every way that matters to me personally. From there, they kind of start deviating and going down a path that's a little harder for me to watch. I feel like the writing kind of gets bad and confused in a way that I don't really like. My opinion on adaptations in general is it is okay to stray from the source material so long as it serves the story you are telling. There are some changes made in Netflixvania that I think serve the story very well. For example, Isaac in Netflixvania is way better than his video game appearance, in my humble opinion. There we go. And it is extremely different from the source material, extremely different. Scary platforming. So yeah, I do not need a game, sorry, a TV show that's 100% accurate to what is in the video games. I think when adapting a video game into a television show or a movie, adaptation is a necessary thing. What the fuck? That was rude. Whoa, that could have been bad. I like when he punches Drac like an idiot and he says, "You must be the Belmont." That is a really good one. I'd like to be more of a picture of the kind of man Hector is too, before the weird torture fetishization. Totally agree. Hector basically has no character traits apart from "you killed my wife" in the video game he's in, so that is nice as well. That fucking bird that I hate! Is there good stuff down here? Ooh, that is good stuff. Goodbye to that entire portion of the level. Okay, this is a Ralph moment, this screen. There you go. Whoa. We're doing good. Oh shit, it's the auto scroller. Very nice. Oh, this part always scares the shit out of me. Because the enemies on the platforms don't spawn in until you... like, a little bit later than I would like. Ah! Like, that was bullshit. Oh my god. Get me out immediately. Ooh, I'll take that. Oh, fuck. I gotta do this boss now? Expanding on the kind of man Hector is also expands on Dracula, too, in ways that a lot of people like to forget. Hector was his humanity. Hector was his gentleness. Hector was the good and good he wanted there to still be in the world. Very true. Like, the show made some very good choices. Like, particularly, and I'm dead. Particularly in the character writing department. They did a fucking phenomenal job. What they aren't so good at is dialogue. They really struggle with dialogue over in Netflixvania Town. Here's another Huey. Oh my god. Oh, ow. Oh. Ow! That's Huey. Thank you so much. That's extraordinarily generous of you. I appreciate it immensely. I do hope that you aren't giving outside of your capability. That is important to me. Man, I'm gonna die on this boss fight again. Shit! The entirely original stuff wasn't great for the most part. The torture fed, yeah. Carmilla was not handled well. Most of the OCs are kind of whatever, IMO. What in the hell did I just do? Okay, I want to take a little break. I think this level's kind of getting to me, and I want to step away for a sec to make sure I breathe and move and drink water and such. Y'all do the same. I will be back shortly. What the hell? Did I miss a raid? Raiders! Oh my god! My bad. Hello! Welcome on in, everybody! JX5? Good to see you. My name is Pinecone. Freaklet lizard singing silly songs, doing silly voices, playing silly games. Pronouns she, it, because I'm a little shit, but not it, she, because I keep my skin beautiful and moisturized. Chat, there's no lore here. There's no gimmicks. There's only lizard. That's what I am. That's what I do. Please enjoy your stay, lest the lizards come for you. JX5, we're doing some, Castlevania 3 today. Oh, Moonglow System, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. It's nice getting to see you mingle with Cinco. That's been very fun to kind of briefly take a look at. That is a heck of an intro. I've rehearsed. Yeah, we're doing some Castlevania 3 right now. We're gonna be playing some Tetris later tonight. Thank you so much for swinging by. No pressure to stay. If you need to raid and run, get some food, get some water, get some meds, get some sleep, please feel free to do so. I'm just glad you chose to bring your people over here. That was very generous of you. I love chaos and pure vibes. Hell yes. Hell yes. Well, fucking, let's not keep it waiting. Let's keep it going. JX. I hope I can call you Jay. What would you like me to call you? What were you up to tonight? I saw Lizard end playing Castlevania. The fact that you chose me, at least partially because of Castlevania, is a good sign to me. Not a salamander. That's an amphibian. I'm a lizard. Reptile. Ow. For JX, you got it. Yeah, what were you doing over on your channel? Other Castlevania moments as well? No, Steam World Quest. Hell yeah, to that too, though. Get me over here. Ow. Ow. I'm not too familiar with the SteamWorld series, but I know it has its fans. It's very cool. I respect it for sure. Stopwatch. This might be worth it, actually. This might help a bit during that auto-scroll segment. Slime, leave me the fuck alone. This is a bit of a pickle. Ow! Eat the slime, just slurp it down. If there was a slurp it down button in this game, you better believe I'd be pressing it. That would be an option I rely on heavily. Does this work, I wonder? No. Whoa. Whoa. What are they doing? Whoa, you guys. Ah! is something about this level that is really stumping me. I'm enjoying the game. Working your way through the series for the first time. Hell yes. I hope that has been a treat for you. Having a short whip is really scary. I would really like a longer one. Ugh. Please? Thank you. Okay. Okay, the holy water doesn't really work for this fight. Whoa. Please get away from my head. That was rude. How does that miss? Oh! No. Steam Power Giraffe. Is that the game that Steam Power Giraffe worked on? That is very cool. God damn it. This is definitely an Alucard moment, I'm afraid. They are very swooper. Oh. I hate to say it, but my nausea has not gotten a ton better. I'm feeling kind of queasy today, which is a big shame. Birds? I thought I could survive the birds. I've not played Castlevania, but I have a game from it I want to play at some point. Which game? I love this series so much. You could tell me literally any game and I would be excited for you. Get your ass up there, Alucard. I originally said I wanted Trevor for this room. I disagree. This is an Alucard room now. Perhaps I spoke too soon. Oh. The Anniversary Collection, a very good choice. A very, very excellent choice. I can actually easily recommend all of the Castlevania collections. The game you are seeing right now is in that Anniversary Collection. God damn it! Oh god. If you would like my personal recommendation for another game to consider, it would be the Castlevania Dominus collection, which includes the 3 games originally released on the Nintendo DS. Those 3 are not just some of the best Castlevanias, they are some of the best video games. ever released, in my humblest of opinions. How are you gonna put a guy right there where you can't see him? It's rude. Oh God. Oh, get me the fuck out of here. Damn it! That hurts. That hurts just a little bit. Mm. All right. Yeah, this level's hard. This level is actually even harder in the unmodified version of the game. Alucard, save me, please. So in the unmodified version of the game, there is a room where you have to evade falling blocks from the ceiling and wait for them to build a path for you to continue forward. It's the worst. And this ROM hack rightfully removed it, in my opinion. Dominus Collection, that is correct. I think in terms of value for money, hard to beat Dominus Collection. It's a really good one. Anniversary Collection's a really good one. Anniversary Collection includes most of the games in the series that play like this one. Level to level, tough as nails action platforming. That's the kind of thing you're getting into with the Anniversary Collection. The Dominus Collection is more like exploration Metroidvania focused. A bit more story, narrative driven. Those are my favorite games in the series, are the ones that are a bit more non-linear and allow you to build your character a bit more. Which is not to say that the classic style is bad. Far from it, in fact. It's really good. There you go. Axe is the key for this boss fight. Holy shit. Okay. I don't have many hearts, so I gotta do this, like, well. That was really scary. Get out of here. No! The birds always get me. Oh, Jesus. There. Alucard, help me. Oh, thank you. The birds like the lizards. Isn't that just fucked up? Isn't that just fucked up that that's how nature decided that's how that's gonna work? Wow! Really? really awful way to do that room right there. Give me a sec to focus. Ow! Whatever. No meat. No healing. Just a gauntlet from start to fucking finish with an auto-scroller vertical segment thrown in for good measure. Yeah, no wall chicken! I'm telling you, it's rude. Might be a hot take, but I think that's kind of rude. Wow, really good axe throw. Ah. Do 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 do. Now we must deal with the Axe Knight, and he gets me. Okay, I have some amount of HP to deal with this boss fight. Thank you for the follow, JX. That means a lot. What I would really like... Oh my god. Wow! Hold on, actually I need to just do this real quick. Huh? 1 HP and a fucking dream is all I got. Get back here, you. Huh? Oh, are you turning around? Stop that! No! No! Dude, I had it! That was it! I cannot believe that just happened. Oh. Alright, do it all again. That's classic Vania for you. Oh. Hey, nice one up. I'll take that any day. You bastards. I cannot believe you just did me like that. Oh man, can I I even do this with like one hit to my name? We'll see. No, I need at least one more hit point. It cannot be done otherwise. These games are hard. If anyone ever tells you these games aren't hard, it's baby games, they're lying. These games are fucking impossible. That was almost the same fucking triple axe shot that I got last time. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Ooh, okay, breathe. Ooh, I do want that actually. That would be really nice. I wish there was meat. Oh my god, I wish there was meat. I wish there was chicken. Okay. Same shape as before. Gotta play this extremely careful. That didn't hit. Why is bro allowed to turn on a dime like that? It's not fair. Whoa! Okay. He's dead. One more boss to go. Come on. And I'm dead. I need to get back to that boss. I have a funny thing I need to say about him. Pixel, I know, Pixel. We're making it. Hold on, hold on. Are you joking? The tragedy! Oh no! Oh, fuck me. That is a shame. This game is really hard. All of the classic Castlevanias they're all hard. This one's like on the very hard side of that spectrum though. Oh, I like a good cup of tea and the cats, dogs, and foxes that roam around me getting ear scratches. Maybe they're motivated by eating people. I wonder what they taste like. What is happening? Oh my god. I can't believe this is the same level of as the previous thing we were just doing. How are they gonna send me all the way back here? It's so mean. It's so mean. Alright, hurry up with your fucking block dissolving. What kind of chemicals you think are in that water? Let's make it do that. Oh. I think if we game over one more time on this level, we are gonna move on. I think I can only bash my head against this brick wall for so long before I gotta take a break from it. Oh. How did that slime get through the platform? It's been very clean up to here. Leave me alone. You horrid beasts! Oh. Beasts, I tell you. And horrid ones at that. Fuck, how am I gonna do this with no axe? I got no axe, no prospects, no bitches. What am I gonna do, chat? Oh my Jesus. Oh my god. I don't even have a full-length whip. Are you joking? Are you joshing me with this one? Oh my god. Don't even have an explanation for that one. That was just rough. Sometimes I'll see like the movement patterns of some of these enemies and I'm like, that is definitely some kind of fucking math equation. Like the way those flying skeleton guys move, that is some kind of a function for sure. I don't know what kind, but I can imagine that there are numbers happening. I know technically speaking that's how all of this works, but it's especially apparent right there. All my brother's reptiles really like me because I radiate heat. The only issue is I start sweating after about 60 degrees and summer is on its way. Uh-oh. "60 degrees is like a nice cool day to me." That's like extremely comfortable in my eyes. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we're moving on. I think I want to move on. That was Castlevania 3. I like the game a lot. We will be continuing it. That's all I got in me tonight, though. I cannot keep that up. Oh, Bluetooth is here. You missed? What? Why didn't that work? What the hell? That's so strange. That is supposed to work every time, and it missed. What the hell? Well, nice try. Okay, let me unplug this. You know, I need a quick second to grab some more water. I just realized my cup is empty. I'm not even gonna run ads. I'm just gonna go to the BRB screen and be back. 1 second here. Hello. Ugh. Okay, so apologies in advance. The section of the stream is probably going to be a bit shorter than I was intending for it to be because my head hurts. And if there's anything in the world that you don't want to be playing while you have a headache, it's the game I'm about to be playing. So it's probably going to be a little bit shorter, but I really wanted to do this tonight, so we're going to do at least a little bit. We're going to be doing some Tetris the Grandmaster 4 grinding. I am in the middle of grinding out S9 in normal 1.1. And I would like to see if we can at least improve our time in the S8 category. It's probably going to be a bit tricky, seeing as I'm handicapped somewhat. But we're going to try our best. How is the volume? Your phone exploded? Oh, you're here just in time. I'm gonna set the volume there. That seems appropriate to me. Okay. For those of you unaware what this game is, this is Tetris if it was really fucked up and scary, is what this is. We're gonna be playing normal 1.1, which is a mode that roughly plays similar to Tetris the Grandmaster 1, except the grade requirements are stricter. So, in fact, you could argue it's actually a little harder. Which is weird, because I have a higher grade in this than I do actual Tetris the Grandmaster. So, I'm not exactly sure how they're figuring that out, but I'm at S8. S8 is only 2 grades away from Grandmaster, and I think if I have a shot at Grandmaster in any of these, it's probably this one. So, I wanna do some runs. Please bear in mind, commentary is probably going to be a little light during this segment. Sorry, pardon me. Wiping my screen down just a tiny bit. The commentary is going to be a little light during this segment. I'll still try my best to read chat if you have any chat messages. But focus is kind of the name of the game here, so that will kind of be taking precedent. I hope you enjoy just watching me play this shit, because this is craziness. But I love it, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So, here we go. Already off to a terrible start. That was horrific, and it gets worse. Oh my god, I really am not on my game today. Oh, wow. Wow, this is actually really hard. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna try to pace myself a little more, not go for pure speed, go for more accuracy. If I miss an input or two, I'm not gonna freak out. Okay, this is going better. That sucked. That absolutely reeked that particular play. So you're gonna notice that there are some Tetrises that I have that I'm not going for. I'm building up my stack a bit more because I've found having a stack that's higher up allows for the opportunity for more rapid fire Tetrises. Like, if you have a stack that's already kind of 4 blocks tall, then it's gonna be no big deal if you get an eyepiece. You'll be ready. You'll be ready to make that fucking Tetris happen. I am not looking forward to 20G. I am not looking forward to fucking instant gravity while I'm incapacitated as I am right now. This is already requiring so much more brain effort than I'm typically used to. Like, not only do I have to play the game with a headache, but I also have to fucking kind of be an entertaining streamer at the same time. It truly is not light work, no reaction. This is fucking California Reaper. I'm fucking sweating, I'm crying, I'm throwing up in it right now, you know what I mean? It's kind of going okay. It's kind of not going too bad though. This is, oh no. Oh my. Let's see what I can do about this. Okay. You know, at this point, I think I would be happy even if I just completed a run. Even if we just got to the end, heard that credits theme, I'd be happy with that. Wouldn't you be happy with that? I'd be thrilled. Weirdly, for reasons I cannot totally explain, playing at higher gravity in this game feels a lot easier than playing at higher gravity in the first Tetris Grandmaster. And I've been really scratching my head as to why that is. When I'm playing the first TGM, I run into a problem where rotating the eyepiece in higher gravity doesn't like to fucking work. It likes to get stuck horizontally a ton. And that does not happen in this game to nearly the same extent. Like, sometimes I will like fuck up an input and it ends up horizontal, but that is not the majority of the time. The majority of the time I can like kind of spin it and it works out. My theory is they must have tweaked the rotation system at some point maybe around Tetris the Grandmaster 3 to allow for easy rotation of the eyepiece, because let me tell you, if we were at this point of the game in TGM1, I would be fucking struggling right now. And here, it's not going so bad. In fact, we're about to hit 20G right now. For those of you that are unaware, 20G means instant gravity. In one frame, a piece will drop 20 spaces, which is the entire length of the board. So the pieces basically appear at the bottom of the fucking board, which is real nice. This game feels like if you went to a rave and Tetris was there. That's a really great way to describe it, actually, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Gonna be extremely real with y'all. I would be surprised if this run ended up being S8. I'm thinking this is gonna be like max S7. We'll see though. I'm just not feeling very confident about my pace. Like, I'm gonna try and finish it out. But yeah, this feels very slow. Oh, that is some bullshit. Oh. 20G is happening. Oh, my cat's meowing at me. Hi, baby. Skittle loves to do this when I'm fucking playing Tetris. She loves to make me feel bad. Okay. Board is clearing up a good amount here. I appreciate this. Wow.
Tetris the Grandmaster 4 Absolute I is a beautiful name for a baby girl.
Yeah. I fucking agree. Oh, that's a good message. Help yourself to the fucking quotes channel there, Cinco. That's a good one. There you go. There's a Tetris for you. You thought I didn't have those in me anymore. I got them. I love the spins. I love the spins. Okay, we're almost at 999. I was gonna say let's try and end it off with a Tetris, but I actually don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah, definitely not. I'll take it though. Tetris! Tetris! Oh, and another one. Ah, Egg is back. Hello. Eyepiece for me. Thanks. Oh, we did it. Show me the grade. My guess is S6 or S7. Based on time and pieces, S6. There you go. S6 run for you right there. Try to sleep, I couldn't. Oh, I'm sorry, Egg. I'm sorry, Egg. Whew. That was a pretty good run. Pretty good run. Let's see if we can go a little better. Does this mean that TGM is harder than Absolute I? So, the answer to that is yes and no. You have to keep in mind that Tetris the Grandmaster 1 does not have Sonic Drop. It does not have, piece holding. And it does not have the revamped rotation system that makes rotating the eyepiece, easier. So, mechanically, you are at a disadvantage. You have fewer options compared to what you have in Tetris the Grandmaster 4. That said, they tried their best to account for that, and they made the grading requirements a good deal more strict in this particular mode. And to remind you, this is the mode that is meant to roughly emulate TGM1. If I was playing at this pace in TGM1, I think it would be GM, like, easily. But I have a much harder time playing at this pace in TGM1 because no Sonic drop and no piece holding. So it all kind of balances out. I still think overall this mode ends up being a little bit easier than IRL real TGM1. No Sonic Hedgehog. That's right, he ain't here. I need to restart this run. This one's not going so well. Oh! And by the way, I am talking only about this mode. There are modes in this game that are irrefutably harder than TGM1. Does this do the beautiful TGM thing where it's suddenly fast as fuck until it's not? Yes. Every TGM game does this, where it gradually builds up speed until about level 300, and then it slows down. And originally I thought that slowing down was purely to fuck up your muscle memory. Turns out, no, that is just there as a nice thing to give you an opportunity to fix your stack without having to worry about going crazy super ultra fast. And then from there it goes faster, 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 faster until it hits 20G, which is the fastest you can go. Unless you're playing TGM2, in which case it does get faster after 20G. And you might be like, well, how the fuck does it go faster? It's infinite gravity. How do you go faster than infinite gravity? The way they do that is by decreasing the lock delay. So when a piece lands, you notice it gives you some time to kind of move the piece, rotate the piece before it locks down. That is known as lock delay. All the TGM games have it. What they do at the higher levels in TGM2 and TGM3 is the higher you go after it hits 20G, it just fucking decreases the lock delay to absurd levels. It gives you basically no time to rotate the piece into the position you want it to be. It's great. The category shouldn't be Castlevania, is it? My god, it is. I could have swore I set it to Tetris. Thank you, Egg. Funny enough, despite me describing TA as being kind of evil, I actually think of the original TGM arcade trilogy, Tap is probably my favorite. Even though Tap is hard as fuck. I still like it probably the best of all three. It hits the perfect balance of being like, yes, extremely hard, but having enough quality of life and like good fun mechanics to make it like worth your while. It's worth playing for sure. I think TGM3 is a bit excessive in its difficulty. TI is insane. The speed requirements and the consistency requirements for getting a good grade in TI is fucking unreal. I cannot believe anybody is a grandmaster in that game, because the fucking shit that game requires of you is off the charts. I still think it's a really fun game. In fact, for a long time, it was the only TGM game I played because it brings a lot of really good mechanics to the table that the other games kind of just don't have. For instance, it's the game that let you start holding blocks for the first time, and if my theory is correct, it's the one that adjusted the rotation system so that dealing with the eyepiece isn't so fucking annoying. So like mechanically, visually, auditorily, TI is like the best one. But in terms of actually progressing in that game and getting a good grade, holy shit. If for someone at my current skill level, it's never fucking happening. I think to this day, keep in mind, TGM3's been out for a long fucking time now. Can you, in fact, Cinco, can you look up when TI came out? I would love to like make this statement while properly acknowledging like how long this game has been out. 2005. Okay, so it's been 21 years. Would you like to know how many classic rule GMs there are in the entire world? There are not hundreds, not thousands. There are more than 3. There are 31 last time I checked. 31 people in the entire world have gotten Grandmaster in this game. Not the game I'm playing, the game I'm talking about, which is TGM3, aka TI, aka Terror Instinct. Which, considering how popular that game is now, is unbelievable. Is that the least in the entire series? Yes, by a long shot. TGM1 has thousands of GMs now. TAP has hundreds easily. TI having only 30, like a 2-digit number in the entire world of people who are good enough to get GM in classic rule in that game. It's unreal. Now, I am qualifying that statement slightly by saying classic rule. TI is also the first game to introduce the two different rule sets system. So you could choose to play with the TGM like rotation system established by the rest of the series, or you could play with what they called world rule back then, which is just a funny way of saying like standard guideline Tetris rules. And standard guideline Tetris rules do make the game a bit easier. Not by much, but by a little bit. And so there are a few more world rule GMs than there are classic rule GMs. There are some advantages that world rule gives that really should not be glossed over. So yeah, do not get me wrong, I do still very much like TI. TI is still a very good game. But wow, I much prefer playing TAP or TGM1. If for no other reason than because I actually feel like I have a bit of a fighting chance in those two games. Whereas TI feels borderline impossible. It's probably right at the human limit, frankly. No comment on whether or not the hardest mode in this game is harder, though. I actually don't know if I can get a really accurate gauge on that because the game has not been out for that long. And also, I'm not playing those modes, so I even further cannot comment on the difficulty because I have never played it. I've played Master Mode like the tiniest little bit, and I suck ass at it. So, another thing I've neglected to mention is, since the release of TAP, not TA, but TAP specifically, the series has also had alternate modes which are even faster and harder than the standard modes. In TAP, it is called Death. Wait, did I say TAP? Yeah, I did say TAP. So yeah, in TAP it's called Death. In TI it's called Shirase, which is Japanese for obituary. And those modes. Yes, obituary. It's a rough translation, but that is more or less what it means, yeah. Those modes start at 20G, and they only get crazier from there. That is what Master Mode in this game is like. Master Mode in the rest of the series is like kind of the standard game mode. Whereas there isn't so much a standard game mode in this one. I'm dead. Hey, still got us 4. It's pretty good. Yeah, there isn't really as much of a standard game mode in this one. Like, this game, TGM4, has a lot of modes. There's normal 1.1, normal 2.1, normal 3.1, normal 4.1, and then there's Asuka Easy, and Asuka Hard. And then there's fucking Master Mode. And then there's Konoha. And then there's the other mode. I think Shiranui is what it's called. Like, there's a lot of fucking modes in this game, and it's hard to pinpoint which one exactly is the standard mode. There's kind of like one geared more towards beginners, one geared more towards intermediate players, and one geared more towards advanced players. And those are normal, Asuka, and Master, respectively. But the fact that there's so many extra modes on top of that, like, I'm playing normal 1.1, which is a mode you unlock after getting to the credit roll of normal mode. And then 2.1 you get by making it to the credits in 1.1. And then 3.1 you get by making it to the credits at 2.1. Like, there's just so much shit. It's really hard to compare this game to the rest of the series because it's a lot less focused. This game feels more like a practice tool for me, to me. Like, it has its own, like, really hard modes for sure, but this game overall feels more like a way for you to get good at Tetris. You know what I mean? A tool that you could use to get good at Tetris. Hello, Sabera. So good to see you. Anyways, none of this is to say that I don't still love this game. This game is fucking good. And is probably the best way to get into TGM if you're new to the series. Oh, is that Wolfgang and Siren? Hello. Good to see you guys. Tetris is happening. Tetris is seriously happening. I wave at you. Oh my god, hi. Oh my god, hi. Oh my god, hi. Oh my god, what the fuck did you just say? I'm back from my adventure in Small the Tuber Land, and you're the most human sounding person. Hold on, I need to really, like, deconstruct this message to understand it. Back from my adventure in Small the Tuber Land. I'm imagining that means, like, Small VTuber Land. And I'm the most human sounding person. Take that as a compliment or criticism. Okay. I guess I take that as a compliment. I do strive to be, you know, as authentic to myself as I possibly can. I don't like the implication of tearing down the rest of the community, though. I stand with my fellow small tubers. Community is very important to me. What? Siren! That scared me. Thank you for the follow. It's okay, it's okay. It just startled me. That's not where I want that to be. You're blocking my hole. Quit blocking my hole. There we go. Hold on, wait. Hole not unblocked fully. There we go. Now we're cooking. As I said before, apologies if commentaries on the light side today with this particular category. This is the game that requires some focus. I will still do my best to read chat if I can. If your hole's blocked, you should see a doctor? What channel in Discord would be best to talk about like identity stuff? I'm feeling in one to try navigating a little. Sorry for the non-silly question. Try info dumping. That's where I would put it. And no apologies necessary. Oh. Oh. I'm kind of cooking. Attempting to cook. Whew. imPinecone. Hi, Erie. Oh my goodness. Yeah, do pardon me. Locking in is happening right now. But it's good to see you. Oh. Understandable grandmaster in the making. Oh. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. I would like to GM in one of these modes. I think it would be fucking sick as hell to be able to superlatively call myself a grandmaster in Tetris. Okay, Huey, this bit is annoying and it's taking up way too much space in chat. No more, please. Thank you. Okay, first of all, she. Second of all, don't fight me. Do not piss me off. I'm so serious. Okay. If that is the case, I'm respectfully asking you to please stop. And that is the last thing I will say on the matter. Scrambled Egg was asking a question specifically to me about a Discord server we are both in. It did not relate to banking information. It did not relate to credit card or debit card information or identity, personal identifying information of any way. It was more so a question regarding the exploration of one's personal identity in a Discord server that the two of us share. It's okay, Sabera. I don't want any fights being started in chat. I think it's settled now. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, kind of crumbled a bit during the end roll, but wow, that felt good. What's the grade? Tell me the grade. S7? Oh, come on now. That felt at least like an S8. Oh. You know what? I'm still happy. That felt like a good run. Cheers to that one, y'all. Mm. Holy fuck. Oh. That was a good run. I'm feeling pretty happy about that one. I think I'm feeling in a good spot to call it for the night. Oh. 7 is a good number because 7 is a good number because a number with a 7 always has an extra syllable compared to a number with the same digits without a 7. That's so fucking true. And I love that that is how you're interpreting that. That's kind of beautiful, honestly. Hell yeah, egg. Hell fucking yeah to that. Oh man. Okay. I'm done. Holy fuck. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me on stream tonight. It's always good to come back. Let me fix OBS a little bit here. Wish I'd caught more. I'm still glad you were here to make it for any of it, Egg. You are a joy. Sorry, I'm like trying to catch my breath. Chat, thank you all for hanging out today. Thank you for the follows. Thank you to Huey for all of the insane gift subs. That was insanely generous of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to, stream a bit more frequently this week. I know it's been kind of spotty lately, but my life and my job makes things hard. Fingers crossed we can keep this up. Make sure to follow on Blue Sky in YouTube if you would like some updates as to what's going on in my life. Yeah, why don't I find someone to raid out to? I believe Tuxie Taxi is still doing something. Ooh, I don't know for how much longer, though. I'll do it anyway. We're gonna raid into Tuxie Taxi. That is my little brother, who I love dearly. Let me get a raid message going here. I don't wanna... Bam! That is your raid message. Yeah, for real, brother. This is my actual guy. I'm related to this motherfucker. He is playing some Dead by Daylight right now. I love this guy. I think he's funny as fuck. I hope you will enjoy your time over there. Make sure to get that raid message copied and pasted. I don't know what else to say. I will see y'all next time. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Bye-bye.